One of the most common questions I get asked when boxing is how do you improve your footwork? This is something that so many people struggle with, and it's actually one of the biggest reasons why people lose fights and people can't actually box well. We're not here to build fighters. We're just here to train people like fighters. So in this video, I'm going to go through 5 different points in which you can actually improve your footwork when boxing, when training, whatever it may be. Point number 1 is you want to have an even space between your feet. What I like to say is that someone should be able to kick a football between your legs so they're not too close together. If they're too linear, then you can't move properly. You're not going to get any power. If they're too wide, then you're stuck in the mud. You can't move either. And if they're close together like this, then of course you're finished. You get hit with one shot, you fall over, you can't move properly. You're like a penguin. You want to have an even space between your feet when you're moving, like this. And even when you're tracking back, you don't want to do that because this is a bad position to be in. You always want to keep this space here. So you start with your rear foot first if you're going back, and you start with your lead foot first if you're going forward. Same if you're going right and left. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. So when you're in your bag, it's the same thing. Boom, boom. When you're moving around the bag, boom, boom, boom. You keep that space between your legs. Boom, boom, boom. This is how you get power in your punches as well. Keeping that space between your feet. Boom, always. This is why I recommend shadow boxing all the time, or hitting the bag and maybe just focusing on your footwork. You're not worrying about power punches, you're just touching the bag, boom, making sure your feet are aligned, boom, boom, space between your feet, moving around the bag, keeping that same distance. As soon as you do this, boom, you're out of balance. It's not a good position to be in. So this is one way you can improve your footwork when you're trying to box or do any sort of combat. The next point is lateral movement. I see a lot of beginners making this mistake. They only go in straight lines. You need to be able to move left and right, as we spoke about in the previous point. So when you're boxing on the bag, don't just stand here, go back and forward like this, move around the bag, boom, left, right, right, left, change it up, back, forward, diagonal steps, boom, mix it up. This is how you want to move when you're hitting the bag, when you're practicing. This is going to allow your footwork to be better because essentially we're always training as if we're in a fight. In a fight, you're not going to be just doing this. You're going to be moving. You're going to be moving. Make sure you change it up. Change up the movement. Up, boom, boom. Now the third point, which should have been number 1, super important, is you want to be light on your feet. You want to be on the balls of your feet. So you don't want to be on your tiptoes. You don't want to be on your heels. You want to be on the balls. So these are the balls of your feet. Right here. You can see even on the boots, it's got that little ball right there. It shows that says the balls of your feet. This allows you to stay light, allows you to generate momentum, and allows you to move in and out of range whenever you want. This is super important. And what you can do as well is change the rhythm. So instead of just bouncing like this, have a little start step. Change the rhythm, boom. If you're just doing this all the time, you're going to get predictable and your legs will actually get tired. So what you want to do is you want to change it. Sometimes you walk a bit, then you start bouncing again, boom, boom, then you go back to walking. Then you might do a start step, boom, boom. Change the rhythm of your movement. That way you stay unpredictable and it's hard for people to catch you. Fourth point, and this is a controversial one, you can use your hands for balance. So a lot of times you see fighters with their hands down like this. You see Bivol, because he's using his hands to balance him out, to keep a center of gravity at a certain level. If your hands are up here all the time, sometimes it's hard to move. You get stiff. If your hands are a little bit lower, you can flow a bit better. You can move without feeling that you're going to fall over because your hands are going to balance you out. If you lean too much this way, your hands are going to keep you upright. But obviously you don't want to practice bad habits. So just do this when you're on the bag, when you're shadow boxing, when you're out of range as well. That's a super important thing. So if I'm here on the bag, I'm not going to have my hands down here. Have my hands down here just to get that rhythm going. Have them up as soon as I come in. So this is a tricky point, but helps a lot. Helped me a lot when I was boxing. I don't box anymore, just to make it clear. I'm not a fighter anymore, but showing you guys how you can start getting into boxing and learn how to box, because the benefits are far beyond the physical, mainly for the mental. This is why I'm teaching it, and this is why I'm helping other people gain confidence, get their body right, and then feel better overall. All right, the final point is that some people, especially when you're a beginner, they tend to struggle when it comes to throwing punches and actually moving at the same time. So what you want to do is you want to step on your punches as you're moving. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example with the jab. Instead of going like this and then stepping, that's out of sync. You wanna step as you punch, boom. Step on your punch, boom, boom, boom. Then you can move, boom, 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 boom. You step on your punches as you're moving. Because if you, as I said, every time, you're very slow, you're very robotic. So you can learn to punch as you move. Boom, boom, boom. You see, Bill does this a lot. Boom, boom, boom. You even whip the hook as he steps back. So this is the final point, is you want to step on your punches and punch as you step sometimes. Be careful about this because you don't want to injure yourself on the bag because you might step in too hard, boom, mess up your wrist. So you want to time it, you want to make sure you've got the distance correct. You might see me moving quick, but you want to start everything slow. Everything starts off step by step, brick by brick. You're not going to go straight into the deep end. Start off in the shallow end, build up your confidence, build up your time and build up your endurance. Then you can start moving quickly on the back. So for example, boom, it's one step. Step out, then you can do a 1, 2, 1, 2. You see, as I step to my back foot, as I threw the backhand, boom, like that. It helps with the power as well. Because it's not just the punch that's coming, it's the weight of the back foot. Because I go, boom, I get both of the power of my hand and the body weight behind it as well. So these are 5 points to improve your footwork. But as a final key, the best thing that's helped me with my footwork is literally just shadow boxing and hitting the bag, isolating that movement. I'm gonna say this all the time, and all of my videos is isolating something. So instead of just shadow boxing and just throwing punches, shadow box, spend one round where you focus just on your feet. Okay, cool. Just gonna move my feet around. Especially a lot of beginners, when I used to do one-to-one training, everyone that would come to me that's a beginner, we were just doing footwork at the beginning. That's it, nothing else. That's what my coach used to make me do. So even when you're on the bag, you can, okay, cool, I'm just focusing on my footwork. I'm just gonna pick my punches, that's it. Just only a few punches around. I'm working on my footwork. Boom, 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 boom. This is how you want to do it. Hopefully this helps you guys. So obviously chest box is back, but I'm back, I'm half back. I'm like half back, I'm not fully back. So if you guys want to see more videos like this from the chest boxer, drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm doing this out of the love of the sport to help you guys because I know how much people need to learn how to fight, need to get in shape, need to learn how to box because the benefits are insane. I've said this already, the benefits are more than just physical, they're mental. And I want everyone to be strong, not just physically, but mentally as well. So work hard, stay committed, and stay consistent. Let's get it, man. Drop a comment down below.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.